Hello guys, Robot One here, and welcome to the Future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Segment on my channel where we talk about cards coming out later in the game and just discuss them, talk about them, see if they're any good. Now, in today's Future of Yu-Gi-Oh! We have got two cards to talk about. This new Synchro Monster on my screen, a new Familiar Possessed card, and an entire new Archetype coming out in Rise of the Duelist. Now, I thought, oh, we got a whole archetype, so it's obviously worthy of a Future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Segment. So today we are going to be looking at these cards. Konami has been very graceful, blessing us with all of this content to talk about, because it's content for free. And Konami just like us free content sometimes. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be talking about these cards and discussing them and looking at them. To get into this with this new Synchro Monster, which is Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Demonic Dragon. He is a level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro effect, so you can use him in Rockets from the looks of it. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, 1 tuner, 1 not tuner plus 1 non-tuner monsters, plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. So it's very generic as well, and you can use it in Rockets, which seems to be very decent, but let's see what its effect is first. Okay. If this card is synchro summoned, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, add one excavated light or dark monster to your hand. Also send the rest to the graveyard. Excuse me? Wait, so I make this, and I just get to send send 5 cards from my deck to the graveyard. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, having a way to generic synchro monster that can send 5 cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. There is no downsides to this card at all. It's an effect. You can banish 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand / or graveyard, except this card. Special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. So I'm not only a way to send 5 cards from my deck to my graveyard, but I can also special summon myself back from the graveyard. Well, this card is pretty sick. I'm a searcher in the top 5 cards of my deck for a light or dark monster. I technically send 5 cards to the graveyard, and I can summon myself back with the greatest of ease. This card is good. This card is going to be relevant, and yeah, Rise of the Duelist cards. Good job, Konami. Very good card here. Very good card. Okay, let's look at the new Charmer card, though. The new Familiar Possessed. So it is a field spell. Grand Spiritual Art Ichirin. I think that's how you pronounce that. Negate your opponent's first monster effect that resolves each turn while you control a spellcaster monster with 1,500 defense. So, okay, it's a 3-1 negate, but you don't get to choose it, which is the issue there. But fine, it's okay. During your main phase, you can reveal 1 spellcaster monster in your hand, and if you do, add 1 monster with the same attribute, 1,500 attack and 200 defense from your deck to your hand. And if you do that, shuffle the revealed card into the deck. Wait, so you reveal spellcaster, and if you do, you add 1 monster from your deck to your hand with 1,500 attack and 200 defense. So this is obviously like Gigawatt. This is like Gigawatt or any of the spellcaster summoners from your deck. And if you do that, you have to shuffle the spellcaster back into the deck. Now, my issue with this is the fact that you have to put back the spellcaster. I don't think that is justified here. Like, with Familiar Possessed, they've never been a good deck. They've just been a deck on the side that have always just sat there doing nothing. And having this sort of thing, it's good having a way to search your little your creatures, such as Gigawatt and the dragon one. I can't remember its name. I think it was released in Dark Neostorm. But the issue here is you have to put back the card that will allow you to special summon it for free. So unless you've got a second Tamer in your hand, this card isn't doing anything. And I just want to confirm that the Tamers aren't bigger either. So Tamer. No, that's not Tamers, it's Familiar. There we go. So yeah, they're not big. Like all the Familiar, like, so you can't be searching these. I don't know. I find that to be. I don't know, I just find this to be very weak in terms of what kind of support they could have gotten. Like sure, it's nice to have a way to just get a free negate on your opponent's first monster effect, which is kind of nice. But having a card that just says, "Oh, I'm going to get a 1-for-1," or just a 1-for-1 in general, isn't that great to me. Seeing as sure you're searching it, but can you special summon it? Do you have another spell card? I don't know. This is just my thoughts on the card in general. It might be better than it seems. I haven't seen it. I haven't played Familiar Possessed properly. I know people have, and it might be really good for them. But getting rid of the spellcaster, you need to be able to special summon your little beast like Gigawatt Bite. I don't see the appeal in that. But hey, let's go ahead and look up the new archetype though, the Dragon Dogma archetype, which actually looks the artwork is phenomenal. Artwork is phenomenal. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the first one we are looking at is Ecclesia, the Dragma Spirit. Okay. So Dragma, level 4 light spellcaster, effect monster, 1500 attack, 1500 defense. I mean, I guess you can play this with it, just so you can, get a free negate. If a monster that was special summoned from your extra deck, from the extra deck, is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. So it's a free special summon if you control an extra monster. So summon something that's a link 1, make a link 1, and then special summon this from your hand. Okay. That's pretty good. If this card is normal special summoned, you can add 1 Dragma card from your deck to your hand, except Ecclesia, the Dragma Saint. Also, you cannot special summon monsters special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. So it locks you out of the extra deck. So I kind of see why they're doing that with the search effect, because like if you're getting a free special summon after having an extra monster, then this just says I'm a free summon and a search, which isn't really fair. But I feel like it's kind of weak though, just having the fact that you can't special summon from the extra deck. But maybe this is a deck that revolves around not having the extra deck. So, but even still, you have to have an extra monster to summon it. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50. Can I be destroyed by battle with a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck? Okay. So this is like This is like I like the extra deck, but I don't like the extra deck. Yeah, okay, it's weird. It's weird. Let's see what else we got. Theo the Dragma Iron Hammer. At level 4 light spellcaster effect monster, 1800 attack, 1500 defense. If a monster that was special from the extra deck is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so this might be a running theme with them then. So if you control a special summon monster from the extra deck, then you can special summon from the hand. So it cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Okay, so it's got the same effect as this one. All right. You can target 1 face-up monster that was special summoned from the extra deck until the end of this turn. This card gains 600 attack, and if it does, that target loses 600 attack. All right. See, I like the idea that if there's an extra deck monster anywhere on the board, you can special summon it. But at the same time, it seems to be a deck that's very, I don't like the extra deck and I'm going to try and beat over it. But at the same time, there is an issue of it being, can it do anything else? But we have to see the other cards to see what it can do first. Because like what I'm seeing is decent, but like just changing attack values, that's not really going to do much in the long run. Aiden, the Dragma Oracle. So it's level 4 light spellcaster. So this is a spellcaster based deck. 1000 attack, 1800 defense. Okay. If a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Cannot be destroyed, but with a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. So basic effects built into all of them, it looks like. If this card is on go away. If this card is on the field, if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Dragma monster from your deck, except Aiden, the Dragma Oracle. So obviously you're going to be special summoning this because then this will get you a search. So okay, pretty good. Oh, we got a level 8. Okay. Flower de Lis, the Dragma Knight. I probably just destroyed that name. Level 8 spellcaster, 2500 attack, 2500 defense. During the main phase, if a monster that was special from the extra deck is on the field, quick effect, you special this card from your hand. Then, if you control another Dragma monster, you can negate the effect of one face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. So, if your opponent has summoned an extra deck monster, this is basically an impermanence. So you summon it, and then if you control another Dragma monster, which you want to be going first, which you kind of want to go first for, then this is literally a free summon, a impermanence, and just overall I get to have free cards, which is kind of nice. Like I'm going to be honest, if there's a monster on the field that's special from the extra, including your own, you just get a free 25 beat stick. Then if you have another Dragma monster, which you most likely will because you would have normal summoned one of these, then this is going to say, oh, I'm going to get a free summon. There's nothing wrong with this. There's no downsides to my opinion. But yeah, let's see. What's the summon effect though? When your Dragma monster declares an attack, you can make all Dragma monsters you control gain 500 attack until the end of the turn. So it's a booster. So it's not only an impermanence kind of thing with a free body, but it's also a booster. So that kind of goes in tandem with this then. So this will decrease your opponent's attack by 600 and gain its 600 attack. And then this will, so it will go up to 2400. Then this will put it up the rest of the 29. So that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I like this a lot. This is interesting. Okay, so Maximus Dragma, level 8 spellcast, 1500 attack, 3000 defense. Okay. You can banish one Fusion Synchro Xyz or Link monster from your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so we're ditching the summoning requirements, unlike the other ones. I mean, it's a free summon again, but hell, what we're gonna do? During your main phase, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Also, send 2 monsters with different names from your extra deck to the graveyard. Also, your opponent sends 2 monsters from their extra deck to the graveyard. Excuse me? Wait, so I can be sending like Herald, Unce, anything to the graveyard, negging my opponent, or giving me pluses, and then they also have to send 2 cards from their extra deck to the graveyard. This is decent. I can see potential like this. So I'm going to be sending Unce. I'm going to be sending Omega, so I always have an extra card in, so I can always recycle my graveyard. I'm going to be sending Herald if I play a ritual-based build. Like I could definitely put Herald Perfection in this, because we got so many level 8s and stuff, or level 6s, well, level 8s to be able to tribute off into Herald. Like this has potential. Now, if it didn't say different names, then oh my god, turn 1 we're just going to make Herald Perfection every time. Obviously, it's not with fairies, so that's a bit unfortunate. Actually, now that I think about it, but no, this is good. I'm just getting free ritual cards, or I get free destruction, or I get a free Omega to recycle anything. Like there's no downside to this card, and it makes my opponent lose 2 extra cards as well. It's great. I love this card. Okay, Tedra. Okay, so Tetradragmanton, the Heart of Dogma. Okay, so it's Dragon's Dogma, yeah? I've ordered that game. I want to play it. Level 11 Spellcaster Special Summon Effect Monster. Special Summon Effect Monster. 3200 attack and defense. Cannot be normal summons to set. Must first be special summoned by its effect. You can target 4 fusion You can target 4 Fusion Synchro XCs and or Link monsters in either graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, banish those targets. Okay, so this has the synergy with this, where you put your own cards in the graveyard, and then your opponent puts their cards in the graveyard, so then you make this big boy right here. Okay. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles a special summon monster, destroy as many opponent's monsters as possible, then inflict 800 damage to your opponent for each Fusion Synchro Link or Xyz monster destroyed by this effect. I doubt you're going to be destroying any of those, but hey, it destroys all sorts of summon monsters. Well, attack position monsters. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Dogmatic Nation Dragma. Field spell. Neither player can target Dragma monsters you control with the effects of monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Dragma. If your Dragma monster battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, you can destroy that opponent's monster. Okay. If this face-up card in the field zone is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can make both players send one monster from the extra deck to the graveyard. So, the theme I'm getting here is, it wants to be a deck that just kills your opponent's extra deck. It's built to destroy their extra deck while also making you be able to play the game by killing the extra deck, which is not a bad strategy. And it's the only issue I can see with this is that cards like Pot of Extravagance won't really work here, because you need your own extra deck kind of facilitates a lot of the effects. So you kind of can't do that, but I like where it's going. I like the idea of it, and I want to see where it goes further. If we had free Omega, though, I wouldn't care. But yeah, I'm liking where this is going. I really am. And also, this gives protection to your Dragma monsters, and it also says, oh, I'm going to kill your monster if my Dragma monster attacks. So it's pretty good. Disciples of Nadir. 5 is in the deck. 5. Nadir. I believe his name's Nadir. I hope his name's Nadir now. Normal spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Okay. Send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then add one Dogmatika monster or one Albus the Nullius Filius from your deck to your hand with attack less than or equal to the sent monster for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special monsters from the extra deck. What's the Nullius? Albus the Nullius Filius? What is that? Okay. I wanna find out what that is. I wanna find out what that is real quick. It's not on here. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? No, it just doesn't exist yet. Okay. So trap card, normal trap card, and this is a nice little generic search card that says you can search whatever you want, which is nice. So you're sending Omega, obviously. So Dragma Punishment, normal trap card. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard with an equal or higher attack, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster. Until the end of your next turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. So it's talking about killing your own extra deck to kill other cards now. Interesting. Okay. Dragma Encounter. Normal trap card. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. Activate one of these effects. Special summon one Dragma monster or one Albus the Nullius Filius from your hand. Okay, that might be this now. Take one Dragma monster or one Albus Nullius from your graveyard, and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Here it is, Albus the Nullius Filius. So, level 4 Dark, 1800 attack, 0 defense. If this card is normal special summon, you can discard one card. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using this card on the field, and monsters your opponent controls as fusion materials. He's super poly. He's super poly. Nice. Okay, and bastard, the Ashen Dragon. There is no way we're getting this name in the TCG. No way in hell. No way in hell. Okay. Level 8 Dark Fusion Dragon, 2500 attack, 2000 defense, 1 Albus the Nullius Filius, and 1 monster with 25 or 100 or more attack points. Gains 100 attack to the total original levels of the monsters used as fusion materials for the fusion summon X 100. So if you're using Xyz monster, it's going to gain 400 additional attack points. After this card is fusion summoned for the rest of this turn, it is unaffected by activated effects from any other monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Okay, protection. But it's only for the turn though, so I find that a bit underwhelming. And during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you take 1 Dragma monster or 1 Albus the Nullius Filius from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Okay, so that's the deck. We're never getting this card's name in the TCG. Never this name. This name will be errated, and it will not have that. This I like. It's literally just a super poly, and it's just 1 fusion monster, so you can literally normal it and go straight into something like a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which is great. And I like this a lot because of it. We have cards like this in the deck that just say, oh, I'm going to either special summon 1 from my hand or special summon 1 from my graveyard, which is really nice. This is interesting. I like how it can, like, if you could just target a face-up monster, send like an Omega to the graveyard and kill something, which is cool. This is a nice search card. I like how it's a way to search for your deck. This is a decent field spell. I don't really like how it's just like protection from special summon monsters or extra deck monsters, but hey, it's a good card. It can protect. It follows the theme of the deck, saying that I'm going to kill the extra deck and I'm also going to protect myself from the extra deck. And I definitely like all of these cards. Like this being a free summon just by banishing stuff. This facilitating it by guaranteeing you're going to send 4 monsters. This just being an impermanence is really nice. This I doubt will be used very often being destroyed, but hey, if it ever is destroyed, you get a free summon of a Dragma, which is nice. This I don't like overall, but in combination with this, it can be very useful. And this maiden here, Excelsia, she's your Stratos, so there's no real problems there. But my thoughts on Dragma overall, Dragma, it's a decent archetype. It will definitely see some play, I think. I don't think it'll be competitive because the deck does seem to have some loopholes. By the time we get to the Rise of the Daughter Stone, we could be in an entirely different format, though, so it could be very competitive and it could be very strong. I could see potential with this deck indefinitely because the deck is very special summon reliant. It has a lot of potential going like second and stuff, being that all it needs is an extra monster. If your opponent controls an extra monster, they're pretty much all 3 summons. I like the idea of just destroying the opponent's extra deck constantly, which is nice. And it's a very interesting archetype that we haven't really seen before. Like, we've seen cards do this sort of mechanic before with like Necros abusing cards like Zaborg, but we haven't really seen anything like this before. So I'd love to see it. I'm definitely going to do some testing with this deck. But yeah, guys, that's the Dragma deck, the Dragon's Dogma deck that I'm just referencing. I haven't played Dragon's Dogma, but I'm getting the game and I'm going to play it. If you want it on stream, say in the comments below. Yeah, that's the video, guys. Tell me if you enjoyed this archetype. Tell me if you think these cards are good. I personally really do like this one. Just being able to destroy the extra deck is really nice. And it's not even that hard to summon because you can use cards such as this to just dump it and search it. So that it is very accessible, which I like. But guys, what your thoughts are on the card in this archetype? Tell me what your thoughts are on the Tamer and the new Chaos Dragon. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Definitely going to be trying out this Dragma deck. Definitely will. Yeah, Combat 1, signing out, guys. Later.